I enlisted in the Navy in 1940 because I was getting 31 cents an hour slaving in the First National grocery store. And there wasn't any future there, so I joined the Navy. After a big stint in Manila and South China Sea, they sent us back to Pearl Harbor to get radar. Then December 7th, myself and another guy, we had an appointment with 2 nurses from the Queen's Hospital. And we were all set to go up to Hawaii and celebrate. About 5 minutes of 8, this big fleet of planes came in, and we thought they were ours until they got closer, and then we knew they were Japanese when you see the red ball on the side of them. So I said to the OD, I was standing on the quarterdeck, I said to him, "No more Liberty, those are Japanese planes." The first torpedo planes that dropped their torpedoes, they were coming in the stern of our ship and dropping them. They dove down to the right. They came in like this, and they dropped them about where our ship was. And they went straight across Hawaii sea frontier to the battleships, and they started exploding. It's about the 4th or 5th one. I said to the officer of the deck, I said, "This is war, for Christ's sake, they're blowing the place up." And he says, "Battle station," so they rang the bells, and that was the beginning of World War II. So then we realized how many planes there were. There was a slew of them. Some of them were going across with smoke coming out of them. Some of them were going across shaky and weaving, and those are the ones that were diving into the foundations of Hickam Field, because everything was within a couple of miles of each other. So even if the plane got hit, they'd pick out a target and steer for it. Then we got underway. About 10:30 in the morning, they got steam up so that they could move the ship. We backed up halfway in the channel, and the battleship Nevada was coming up at us, so we had to stop and let them by. We passed the Arizona, and it was burning like a torch, and the heat was so intense that I had to wet down the ammunition lockers on deck so they wouldn't explode. Oklahoma rolled over, and they trapped a lot of people. The battleship Nevada was going out. It got hit with 3 torpedoes in the bow. It started to sink, bow first. So they gave it all ahead full and left rudder and buried it in the mud. About 2 seconds later, I was on the rangefinder watching what was going on up ahead. I saw 3 torpedo rigs coming right at us. I go, uh-oh. So I hollered on the phone, "Torpedo dead ahead." And one of them went by us on the port side, and the other 2 hit a reef and exploded. So we were lucky. They formed a combination of the ships that survived, 2 or 3 destroyers, heavy cruiser in the St. Louis, and we went out and looked to see if we could spot the Japanese fleet, contact them, you know, and we figured followed the planes, but the planes disappeared so fast that we lost track of, you know, what direction to go and everything. Never did find them. 3 days later we came in. The first thing we saw was all the battleships. The Oklahoma rolled over. They were cutting holes in the bottom to get some of the men out. They assigned a lot of us to motor whaleboats, picking up bodies. It was, you know, 3 or 4 days afterwards.